Moana Exile's Talkative Try here, back with another Path of Exile 2 video. Yes, there is new Path of Exile 2 gameplay. It's new, it's from the Tokyo Gaming Show, it's the latest build of Path of Exile 2, and there have been some updates. I'm not sure if you have noticed them. If you have, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, I'm going to get into my list right now. First up, once again, the Bloated Miller and the Ice Crown bosses have been upgraded. This is something that Grinding Gear Games is very open about. They iterate on their bosses over and over and over again. Just because they've finished a boss once and they're fine with it doesn't mean that they're going to stop the upgrades. You can see the Bloated Miller's animations have changed, so have his abilities. The Ice Crone too, her animations have become much better. Her tells are much clearer. There's lots more stuff going on in the fight. You can see her weapon is distinct. I'm actually shocked that they're still upgrading the Act 1 bosses. I thought at this point they would have iterated them so much since we've had the Bloated Miller and the Ice Crown since ExileCon 2019. But no, they're not done yet. They are not ready until they are perfect. And I'd say at this point, those bosses are pretty darn perfect to be the opening first and second bosses in Path of Exile 2. Additionally, the map visuals have been updated once more and they look phenomenal. It's a big difference from March to June to now. Back at ExileCon 2023, the map looked great, but they kind of regressed in March and they took a lot of the feel and flavor and color away from the map, and now it's back. And we have to remember this map is modular. Every single league, the map is going to look different. So I think that's what they were trying to figure out before getting the final art pieces in place. And at this point, the map looks great. I think these are the final art pieces for the early access launch on November 15th. Plus, gold now works like in Path of Exile 1. You have a dedicated slot for it. You used to have to pick it up and it would be put in your inventory. That's no longer the case. It's just like in Settlers of Kalgur. Players are still forgetting to use flasks despite the blood red outline on the screen, which is just hilarious to me. I watched this perspective, some other people's perspectives, and people are just forgetting to use the life flasks. I bet this will happen to me, but you know, these people, they're new. They're sitting on the floor of the convention. They're just forgetting to use them, and it's just hilarious to me. Corpses highlight green if Unearth can target them. Unearth is the skill that kind of looks like Ground Slam that summons those little scorpion constructs to follow you. I noticed that. I don't know if that was happening before, but it's definitely happening now. Tutorials can pause the game, and all the tutorials are very clear. In the interviews that we're going to go over in just a moment, everyone expressed that the tutorialization of Path of Exile 2 is wonderful. The skill tree continues to impress me. It looks so thematic. And I think it has a bunch of new colors now, at least with this perspective from this player right here that's actually zooming in on it. It's a clear image and everything. We can clearly see many of the different clusters and the colors that are flavoring them and kind of saying, okay, this is definitely a necromancy one. This one is more in the direction of gunfire, crossbow fire and the like. And finally, showcasing a still of the skill in action on the gem cutting screen is just amazing. I don't know what else to say, but I just love hovering over a skill and seeing a still of a player character using it. It's wonderful. And we're going to have videos too. Why wasn't this in any game? Like every game from the beginning. Path of Exile 2 is setting a new standard, and there's a future video title, everybody. Exiles, get ready for a flashbang.